Hi everyone. I will be presenting BarkBox. My name is Reno Whitcomb. I'm the marketing manager. Um, I am an MBA candidate and I am from Washington State University, studying marketing. So let's jump into it. Um, Meet the presenters. So some quick facts about me. I'm in the MBA program at Washington State University. I have a background in aerospace engineering. I have my master's and in aerospace and almost a master's in business, so they collide very nicely. I'm a very passionate about dogs. Actually have a 5-year-old golden retriever named Dash. So that's the inspiration behind my interest in pet-focused products like BarkBox. And as you can see, he's in the corner over there. And then the presentation goal today is I will be sharing how BarkBox creates meaningful connections between pets and their owners through joy, creativity, and convenience. And I actually brought some BarkBox toys that we just actually got in the mail not too long ago. Some of them are actually destroyed, but here's a few that have not been destroyed quite yet. So. BarkBox is a monthly subscription for dogs featuring themed toys, treats, and chews. So he gets two toys, two bags of treats, and a chew. They're all customized by BarkBox, and honestly, Dash loves it. It is to make every month unforgettable for dogs and their humans through joy, play, and love. The spending growth in the US could reach over 7% annually by 2030, outpacing nearly all retail segments. All right, BarkBox is a monthly subscription service, so themed boxes of toys. So each month there's a different theme. I know one was like SpongeBob, Harry Potter, just like Thanksgiving, Christmas. Like there's so many different themes. I've been a subscriber for a couple years now, and I've never gotten the same box of toys. So it's very creative. There's treats, there's chews. It's tailored to Dash basically. It was founded in 2011, and currently there's over 2 million active monthly subscriptions, which we are one. And I believe that number can grow through this presentation. And then fun fact is the global pet industry is expected to grow from 320 billion to nearly 500 billion by 2030. So there's a huge market out there that we could capitalize on from BarkBox. All right, product features. So tailored boxes based off size, any allergies, preferences. You can kind of customize it based off your dog's needs. Themed boxes, so seasonal, playful, creative. This one's Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's about to come up. Vet-approved treats and durable, safe toys, so they're not harmful to dogs. They're very playful. He usually chews them up. He's a big dog. But he loves it. And there's flexibility with their subscription plans from 1, 6, or 12-month plans. I do the yearly subscription. Again, costs per check. It's a little bit cheaper to get the year than limited subscription. So plenty of room there. So strategic focus. So our goal is to strengthen emotional engagement and improve retention through storytelling and digital integration. All right. BarkBox subscription, a joyful brand with untapped potential. So a monthly box of themed toys, treats, and chews designed to delegate dogs and their owners. Um, I love BarkBox. I'm very passionate about dogs, making sure that they are well taken care of and innovation. I do a lot of innovation at work. So combining these two things into a great customer experience. But I believe there's also a lot of room to grow studying the marketing on this company. BarkBox brand positioning overview. So, brand equity, strengths among millennials and Gen Z dog owners for creativity and reliability. So, kind of the online shopping, it's kind of tailored to the younger generation. Dog moms, dog dads, that's a very key common thing today. So targeting that specific group first, and then you can kind of outcast from there, but really targeting those, especially our generation grew up like on cell phones, TikTok, Instagram, so really capitalizing on the marketing on kind of what's the trends. A couple competitions, so Chewy and Pup Box are competition. Um, 85% of pet owners view their pets as family members. I, of course, do. Strengthen storytelling to deepen the bonds between pets and owners. As you can see here, there's a Happy Golden with a Box Toys. I actually have one of those somewhere. Love the brand. All right, so Joy for brand to emotional connection. While BarkBox has built a strong and playful brand, its next step is emotional storytelling, positioning each box as a shared moment of happiness between pets and their humans. So, really capitalize on the storytelling aspect of BarkBox. All right. Advantages of in-house advertising structures. So BarkBox can maintain consistent messaging across all campaigns, react quickly to seasonal promotions, closely integrate its creative strategy with customer data analytics, so studying what the customers really want, what they need, kind of forecasting that so that they don't really have to do surveys of what they need, kind of studying the market a little bit. Because BarkBox frequently updates its subscription themes and social media content, this coordination ensures strong alignment between marketing and product design while avoiding agency commission fees. Disadvantages is you're solely relying on internal teams, which could limit the exposure to fresh ideas or emerging advertising trends. I don't know how many times I've gone on the TikTok or Instagram and there's a new trend like every day. So, that could really hurt their marketing advertising if you're just limiting to an internal. This could cause tunnel vision where campaigns may begin to feel repetitive or fail to reflect broader shifts in pet owner and digital engagement trends. So, um, good things and bad things. I think that, overall, I think it's good advertising, but I think there's still room to grow. What we could do is agency compensation fee based. So we just pay for an advertiser to come in. We preset the fees per project to ensure cost transparency and budget control. So, we pay per project. That way we can budget it into our plans and then we can measure um, the quality, the subscriptions, the numbers, the timeliness, the creative content. We can watch the engagement, the subscription grow. And that way we can still be ahead of our budget and our finances. All right, creative partnerships and specialized services. So blending internal creativity with bouquet experience to enhance storytelling and engagement. So creative bouquet agencies collaborate with BarkBox for high impact storytelling and trend-driven campaigns. Specialized content creation, digital production. That's huge right now, getting the word out, have it go viral. And spread awareness through social media. Digital media planning, analytics, and branded content ensure message alignment and campaign effectiveness. Well, why does this matter? So, ensure BarkBox campaigns stay trend aware and emotionally resonant. So, like, emotional intelligence for like a company like this is very important. You're connecting with your dog, something showing up, you're getting excited about it. We can capitalize on the cost. You go to the grocery store, you get something for your dog, and then you end up with, $40 worth of toys instead of, I think it's like 20 bucks-ish a month. So, cost savings, you're getting two bags of treats, two toys, and a chew for a limited amount versus, overspending at the stores. It strengthens the storytelling consistency across all social platforms, aligns creativity with measurable marketing goals. Source of the problem, so customer motivation, emotional need, pet happiness and bonding, functional need, convenience and safety. It's very convenient for a box to show up at your doorstep and you just walk out and get it. And then, there you have, your treats for the month, your chew, and your toys for the month. Marketing insight shift from product based. Unbox the joy. I think that's the campaign we can run for. Um, we have high emotional storytelling and community sharing. We're connecting through to the community through these shared experiences. We have a hashtag BarkBox reactions. We're turning every delivery into a viral moment of happiness with you and your pet. As we can see here, all the pets are very excited to be opening up their BarkBox. And as you can see, they're all different themes too. So it's very exciting to know what kind of theme you're going to get that month. marketing and communication objectives. So we want to increase the marketing plus 15% for subscriptions over the next 3 months. We want to raise um, awareness by 30% among new pet owners aged 22 to 40 within the next 3 months. And then we can engage this on engagement rates, campaign hashtag participation, and website traffic. So we can measure all of those things. Um, and then, fun fact, the US pet industry sales are projected to reach 200 billion by the end of the decade, boosted by increased spending on pet wellness and enrichment. I know that the most important thing for me is to give Dash the absolute healthiest experience life that he can have. So spending money on his overall well-being and happiness is very important to me, and I'm sure it's with a lot of people as well. Creative strategy, emotional connection, and humor appeal. So we emphasize the bond between pets and owners' joy, companionship, and love with humor through over-the-top dog reactions. Some of those dogs have crazy reactions. I know mine has one as well. We can make it very relatable and shareable, and then we can strengthen the BarkBox community through laughter and shared experience. As we can see here, this is our campaign. We have BarkBox reaction. As we can see here, there's a family with a dog opening up a BarkBox, and as you can see, they're very, very happy. Their joy delivered monthly, so you get once a month BarkBox. New tagline, new hashtag challenge. They invite users to record unboxing moments. We can feature the top videos in our BarkBox Instagram and TikTok, and then builds user-generated content, authenticity, and viral engagement. Media and creative strategy, print vehicle Dogster and Modern Dog Magazine, broadcast vehicles, Animal Planet, Hulu, YouTube, social media, Instagram, TikTok partnerships, support media, pop-up installation, audio ads. We can do a lot of different things. The internet is everywhere. We can definitely capitalize on that. The campaign launch pad plan, launch date spring of 2026. We want media mix 40% digital, 30% experimental, 20% broadcast, 10% print. KPI targets plus 15% subscriptions, plus 30% awareness, plus 10% engagement. We can check in about 3 months to see how we're doing. Reasons to measure effectiveness to evaluate whether BarkBox campaign achieved its communication objectives, especially increasing awareness and driving new subscriptions among dog owners. Reasons not to measure effectiveness when the cost or complexity of research outweighs the benefit, or when the campaign's primary goal is short-term engagement rather than measurable sales. We can do pre-test method, focus group testing, post-method tracking studies. This is very interesting. It's actually happened a couple months ago. BarkBox returned to its roots from box to bag. So it used to be in a cardboard box, now it's a bag. The reason for this is the rising costs of tariffs have challenged many businesses, but BarkBox actually chose a different path. So instead of raising their costs, they actually went back to a doggy bag. So it's plastic, it's lighter, smarter, it's the same joy. It doesn't hurt the pocketbook for pet owners. They ship lighter. Um, they keep the subscription prices basically the same because they switched a little bit more environmental, safe, recyclable materials, etc. Here's a storyboard. We have a dog kind of looking sad, and then a BarkBox shows up, and then the owner and the dog start sharing the moment of joy, and then you can see the reactions of the dogs, and then joy delivered monthly, and then we can record our hashtag. Thank you, BarkBox, and here's some references. Thank you.